Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's another Sunday, another LC podcast. Welcome to number 17. I'm Peter. With me, I got Grayden, Jarrod, and Jack, the three J boys. And where's Chan? How are you guys doing?
Two J's.
I know my alphabet. I just wanted to see if you guys would check it.
Drayden.
Okay, good. You guys know your letters. You guys qualify for the position.
You know what else
You're hired.
I'm getting Disney Plus for National Geographic.
Oh!
Everyone, that's what everyone wants out of it.
Absolutely. I
Right?
can finally watch the World's Strongest Man series that they got.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I mean, we might as well open up with Disney Plus then.
All right.
All right, switch to
I
it,
was
Peter.
actually going to ask real quick, are you growing a mustache?
No.
Okay.
He just forgot to shave.
Jarrod knows what's up. All right, you want to switch to that? All right,
Yeah.
we are switched.
So, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
What do you guys think about it? I mean, we're getting a family plan.
I guess, yeah, now it looks like we're getting a family plan. 'Cause that's, like, if it was just me on my own, I wouldn't pay for it. It'd probably be worth it, but I just don't need the extra.
Here's a, like, it's just, there's so many movies. Disney owns everything.
Yeah.
Something really bad just happened inside my head while I was looking at this.
Uh-oh.
I saw the poster for Hercules, like, up in the top right there, but I just saw, like, the H and, like, some of the, like, consonants, like, ah, yes, the good old Disney movie Holocaust.
The awesome family-friendly program.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Does Disney own the rights to Schindler's List? Is that something they have now, right? Because it was like is it a Lucasfilm movie?
I have no
Good
idea.
But
question.
It's so difficult to know. Maybe they already have that. Maybe
They have, I didn't realize Free Solo was produced by Disney.
It's not. It's a National Geographic.
Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough. Good point.
Yeah. So, yeah. There you go.
Should
No
we?
clue what Dr. Case is as well.
Look it up.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. What?
I need you to do the mouse. I can't do. I can't.
You could Command T to open a new tab.
Control T.
Yeah, just try commands that don't work. That's fine. You pressing? Do you not?
Are you on the right feed?
The command is on a Mac keyboard, Peter.
I try because it's the bigger word on there. But of Disney Plus, what do you guys think you're most excited for what you know of?
Wow. Wow.
This is, hey, welcome, Bender.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Don't touch that cactus, Bender.
He's touching that cactus.
He just wants to look out. He just wants to look out the window.
Peter.
We're off to a great start here.
Oh,
The
you're over there?
Mandalorian looks pretty good.
Hey.
All right, open it up.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. K's.
But yeah, I don't know. For me, it'd probably just be the Marvel stuff, I
Dog
guess.
Animal ER. And it's National Geographic. So there we go. We've solved the riddle of the Sphinx.
Interesting.
All it took was a Google search.
As it often does.
You are not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm most excited that Ewan McGregor is back playing Obi-Wan.
Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
good. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
That's literally like all I've wanted.
I'm just excited for all the Star Wars stuff coming out.
There's a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out. The Mandalorian trailer looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian looked good. The Game of Thrones producers are doing the Old Republic
Right.
TV series, which I mean, you produce like one of the goriest production teams with the goriest part of the Star
Do you
Wars
think
history.
Disney will allow that much gore?
Probably not.
Yeah, but they'll do the same thing Star Wars does, where they basically when the lightsaber or any of the energy weapons hit, they like cauterize.
There's just no such thing as blood in the Star
Yeah.
Wars universe.
except for wasn't there I forget what movie it was in, but they cut an alien and there was blood that came out.
That was like in the first movie. That was before there was like continuity.
Yeah,
Which was a lot of the Star Wars.
yeah.
That was the first piece of Star Wars like ever created was A New Hope. So
Yeah.
But
yeah, no one's ever been hit by a lightsaber and evaporate like Obi-Wan does. Or New Hope. Sorry.
That's what I'm looking forward to. More disappearing.
Yeah.
Peter's in it for the disappearing axe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Poof.
It'll be cool to get the animated show back. I haven't finished the original yet, but maybe I'll get around to that someday.
It's good. It's a pretty good one. The
Talking about the Clone Wars?
yeah. I hope they do more with General Grievous because they really cut him short in the original in the third movie and
Oh well, yeah. I mean, he got a ton of screen time in the
Clone
second
Wars show.
Wars, so.
Yeah, make him a little more like dangerous because he like whenever you read anything in the books or any of the like stories behind him, he was like most Jedi when they even Masters when they heard that General Grievous was there, they were like, oh shit.
Damn, dude.
I mean, I think I'd react the same way to someone who could wield 4 lightsabers.
But he was just so lethal. Like I think he had the most Jedi Master kills of any of the assassins.
Dude, he had a
For the-
high prestige.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
good. And then all it took
Yeah,
was
those-
Obi-Wan to yell like pew pew.
Obi-Wan's like, rank doesn't matter.
He had the high ground.
Yeah.
They probably could have done that fight a little bit better.
Yeah.
Could have shown Obi-Wan's skill a little bit more. But when I was an 8-year-old kid, I was like, man, that was a pretty cool fight.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
8-year-old me
I
was like,
I know this is a good movie when it came out in theaters. It was fun to watch. It was just action packed. That's all it was. Literally from front to end, it was just action packed.
man, I never saw any of them in theaters.
Neither did I.
I always
Even the
just-
new ones.
No, the new ones. I meant like through the
Oh.
original trilogy or the
The prequels?
the prequels.
Well, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones came out in like the late 90s and early 2000s. So
There
it's
you
kinda
go.
understandable that you didn't go.
Young baby Peter
Yeah.
just like Star Wars.
Yeah, Menace was like 99 or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't think they're that dated.
It was dated when it came out in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that
true.
one. And then they tried to do too much CGI when Clone Wars came out, and then it was like then Revenge of the Sith was like, okay, they started to calm down, and they're like, okay, we're getting into our environment here, and then Disney bought them, and they became. I mean, the CGI is good, like it's unreal.
Disney was like, here's our reservoirs of money.
Yeah.
Make us a couple billion per movie, please.
But like, so speaking of Disney Plus, now the Spider-Man thing. This is a question. So, because Sony has pulled Spider-Man, does that mean Disney Plus can't have any of the previous Spider-Man movies, even though they were Marvel productions?
I want to say that like what's been going on is only applicable for like onward deals, but I don't
I
know.
believe that's correct. I don't know. That's like getting deep into copyright law and like whatever deal they had struck with Sony, which I don't even know what that deal was necessarily.
So the deal was, I was listening to it on the news. The deal was that that basically when they sold whatever the profit was, the net profit, Marvel had 10% of it. The rest would go to Sony. the new deal that Marvel wanted, because they're like, oh, they saw that Spider-Man made $1 billion, like, oh shit. They're like, fuck, we need to capitalize on this. So like, we want to do a 50-50 deal because they're putting all the production time into making the movies.
This is Sony or Disney? Sorry.
This is well, Disney and Marvel.
Okay.
So then they were so then Sony's like, no, he's ours. Like, are you guys kidding? We're not giving you guys 50% of our trademarked character. So that's why they split apart, was because Marvel wanted a little bit more, which to me is understandable, because it's like 50% of $1 billion is still a lot of freaking money. And I mean, Sony has so many, both of them have so many other inflows of money. I feel like it's something that they could have been like, well, I think Sony did a stupid thing by taking him out, because now people are like, why do you do that? Like, you see people are enjoying, they're like, oh, I love this Spider-Man, I love what's going on with it.
Blue Vision came in with an Aladdin reference.
Is
I
that
was
an
trying
Aladdin
to think
reference?
which one that was.
I wasn't paying attention to the. Yeah, no, that's Robin Williams when he comes out of the lamp.
I love
It's the
Robin
first thing
Williams.
this genie says.
Anyway, Jerry,
But
it's all about money.
yeah, but it's,
I want more. I don't care if people are happy. I want more money.
But I get that it's the business. I get the business side of it. I see where Sony's like, okay, that's a lot of money that now you guys are taking from us. But at the same time, why not just start working together, right? Because if, for example, the thing that Marvel wanted is they were like, let's do a Venom crossover with Tom Hardy's Venom.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're all for it, because Venom and Spider-Man have played such a role in like all the comics as well against each other.
Spider-Man 3.
No, that movie, we don't talk about that movie.
Oh, not here.
Here's another thing. Does Sony have any other Marvel characters, the like movie rights to them?
Technically Venom is a Marvel character, so he's
I
the
know, but Sony had the rights to use him because that's
Yeah.
when they made the Venom movie.
Yeah.
But did they have anything else besides Spider-Man characters?
Nope.
No?
I don't think so. I think it's just Spider-Man.
yeah, it's
they
just
bought.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's stupid. Like, if they had the crossover, a good chunk of that money would have gone to them, because it would have been primarily their their trademarks and all that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a who has a bigger dick kind of situation.
Disney has the bigger dick.
Disney absolutely has the big.
Well, and that's the thing is like when is Disney gonna be like, we buy you now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
yeah.
we own Sony.
Can you look up how much Disney made last year?
All right.
'Cause that's
Too much.
Well,
That's the answer.
let's look up how much Disney's worth and how much Sony's worth. That'd be a good one. Let's look that up.
Here's the thing. So
Oh,
Disney
right.
has been like in the top 10 for the past like 20 years of like highest valued companies. Sony has not, as far as I know.
I think you're right.
Let's go.
Well, do you guys think
Sony's-
that's Disney or Sony has more to risk with this? Because like Sony, they can make a Spider-Man movie, and even if it isn't great, people are gonna go see it.
Oh no!
They're not gonna
Oh
see
no!
it.
Sony's
Oh no! It's lagging.
They're not going to see it if it's not tied in with the rest of the Marvel or like not as many people are going to be as interested.
I think
feel.
Tom Holland's already built
What
enough.
the heck is
enough
wrong
of
with
characters.
this?
This is a you issue, Jared. I don't know what you're doing.
Fine. Here you go.
I will do it in one try.
not 4.
No, I don't even need 4.
Sony.
No, you need to go back one. There's 2. There you go. Now go S.
Sony's phone number.
What?
Can I get your phone number, Sony?
I want to talk to Mr. Sony, please.
Sony. What are we looking at?
Net company value or net value.
I thought you were looking at how much they made last year.
No, I'm looking at their net value because I'm seeing what company could buy the other company.
Disney.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised because
Sony cannot buy Disney.
You'd be surprised.
No, I'd be willing to
Okay,
put money
so-
on it.
Maintains a net worth of
0.45 billion.
That's
Okay, so
not enough.
37.45 billion. Go Disney.
Just give me the mouse and I'll put it here.
No, it doesn't
It's
have
not gonna
range.
reach,
That's why
that's
we
the
didn't.
issue.
Oh. Come on.
That's even like an expensive mouse too.
Are we doing full screen? Are we
Oh,
on the other computer
It's
now?
on the. It moved. It's over on the far computer. Go to the right.
Technical difficulties.
I don't even see it on the other computer. Sweet. This is awesome.
All right, I'm just gonna look it on my phone.
Yeah, you might as well.
All right, can you continue your talks about
But
the?
then we can't show it here. I just want to know how much Disney made last year because I'm pretty sure Sony's worth 30 billion and I'm pretty sure Disney made 60 billion last year alone.
Man. I'm going to get a job to Disney.
Yeah, right. Because they're I can't imagine what like the execs are making like those like.
So they
Christmas bonuses.
its net worth is nearly $130 billion.
So mere 100 billion.
So
on
so what
Sony.
they make in one? Yeah, we'll look at what each company made in the last year. So
The thing is, if Sony has a net worth of $37 billion, then the company evaluation would be staggering because they're probably making a good chunk of change.
Mhm.
So that would be an expensive deal to go through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, just look at like what happened with like the Fox deal, right? How long that took to go through.
Yeah.
Like, it's still like finalizing, I think. Did you guys hear about like all the Disney, the Fox movies in development that Disney canceled as well? There was like a good like 200 of them, I guess, and I guess like a good half of them got
I
axed.
guess Fox was just had so much stuff in development hell or whatever.
Oh,
they just
yeah.
not put stuff out, from what I understand. But I don't know.
It was like, yeah, we'll scrap all of this.
Which makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're gonna like adjust them to their schedules and what they want to make, right? Like,
okay, they achieved a net profit of $1.38 billion.
profit.
Who?
Sony.
So that's not the profit margin that I thought it would be. Still a lot.
Still a lot.
Any company. But
Yeah.
Marvel made. That was just Endgame. Endgame alone made $700 million.
That's massive. That's crazy for a single movie.
I'm jealous.
Those movies are still making money too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not like they just stop making money after a certain point.
Everyone just cares about like the initial, but yeah, that just
That's a
keeps
cash cow
growing.
that's going to keep going.
Blu-rays, royalties, toys, yeah. God,
Think
Video
about all the
games.
deals, yeah.
I can't imagine being like a Disney accountant. What a
I want to
mess.
be the Disney. Like I don't want to be him. I want to see like his spreadsheets. I want to see it all. I want to see like the Disney bank account where it's like the numbers like 6 screens across.
Dude, the main like Disney accounting must be like a supercomputer, like just managing all these different companies.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yikes.
They would have like such a huge accounting team.
Yeah, I bet. What?
$12.5 billion of income in the last year.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Can I have like 0.1% of that, please? And I'll be happy.
I'll take 0.0001% of that. Holy shit.
You could take your 0.001% and you'd probably still be making more than most Disney employees.
Yeah. Yikes, it's sad
I'm
truth.
not going to do the math on it.
So this is my question then. It's like, how is Disney getting pushed around by Sony?
Because they have the
I'm not
rights.
exactly sure they're getting pushed around in this case. It's just they have nothing to do. And let's be honest, this is Disney we're talking about. There's stuff going on behind the scenes right now that nobody knows about.
Oh yeah.
They could absolutely be like, well, how much do you want for the rights to the Spider-Man movies or whatever, right?
No, totally. Like they make it public because it's a tactic to play them. Like it's Sony's tactic to get get Disney to go to what they want.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to do it. Make it public. Like outright say we're taking Spider-Man away.
Now, do you think that Disney will come in and say we want the rights to Spider-Man, or like we just want to buy Sony? Like we just
Well,
want
again,
to.
like Jack was saying, it's a third. Since it's worth that much money, it was it 38, 30, 37.
billion.
Yeah, there's a 37.5 billion. At least they'd probably request like at least 1.25.
For Spider-Man?
No, for like the companies, like 1 times 1.25. So whatever 37 billion is times 1.25.
If I was Sony, I'd be like, oh yeah, Disney, just give us $7 billion for the Spider-Man rights. Come on, just give us some stupid amount of money, and they'll probably
Because
might
you
do
have,
it.
You have to understand when a company is evaluated, the net worth is not all that matters. You also have to take in like its yearly revenue, and then that also factors into like what a fair price would be. And for something like this, I have no clue, right? Like that's such a staggering amount of money.
Like,
Yeah, when you look at that, it looks like such a simple word.
Yeah.
And yet that's like I want to see what that kind of money looks like. If you piled that money
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
in
yeah,
a
you
pile,
remember this Batman and with the Joker, he has the pile of money.
yeah.
And he slides
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
than that.
No, I know, bigger than that. Thank you. But like
That's like Scrooge McDuck diving.
like
into a vault.
have that in $100 bills only. You would
You'd fill up a football stadium.
no. You would not fill a football stadium with that. Are you kidding? So go down to Pittsburgh and fill their football stadium with $100 bills. That'd be way more than $37 billion.
We could fill a couple bathtubs at least with that kind of money,
Yeah.
right, Peter?
Yeah, doesn't take much, I've learned.
Especially when you add water.
Referencing the Orbeez video. We should check it out on our YouTube channel.
No, it's. I mean, I think a lot of people when we're talking about large companies like this is like, yeah, whatever. They're worth a couple $1 billion or whatever. $1 billion, $1 billion is a staggering amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's $1 million 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of money.
It's a lot of cash.
Like, it's like unfathomable in a lot of ways. So, but yeah, there you go.
It's weird to think about all these massive companies and all their like Amazon's been in the news recently because he's getting divorced and like, that's a lot of money.
Jeff Bezos, someone and only.
You gotta be so careful when you make that much money, right? Like with who you get married to, all that stuff. Because
they've been married like since the 90s. way
Yeah.
before.
yeah, I'm not necessarily referring to him directly. I'm just saying in general, when you're worth that kind of money, you gotta be so careful. Because I mean,
Like of the people around you?
yeah,
or-
like getting divorced or like stuff like that. Because you get sued or you get taken. It's just so. I don't know.
I don't know if you're worth $100 billion and then the next day you're only worth $50 billion because you like got divorced. Are you like super angry about that? I feel like at that point you're like, I'm still like the richest person on earth.
Well, yes, but you got to look at the loss. Because like yes, you're still worth a lot, but that's also in perspective. So it's like say now.
Though, I'm more worried about the marriage that just ended that I spent a lot of time working on, presumably.
No, but I'm talking from a company perspective. I'm not talking about an individual perspective.
Well, yeah, but that's Jeff Bezos' personal money. That's not money that belongs to Amazon.
Yeah.
That is physically Jeff Bezos.
I think she got shares, but yeah, like
no, but that's what I'm saying. You can, because I'm sure there's been examples of people who've gotten divorced and the partner has taken part of the company.
Oh, sure.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, to me, that'd be like if I don't know, like if you took a company and then you're like, oh yeah, my company's worth, we'll take Sony, $37 billion, and whoever owns Sony, I have no clue who it is.
Me.
Yeah, right.
Are you a Japanese man named Masaru Ibiku or Akio Morioka?
It's this Peter Ambrose is my hidden identity.
And then you just like so.
Did you found Sony on May 7th, 1946?
I remember that day fondly, actually.
3 years ago.
I totally thought you actually knew that, and then I realized that it was down the hall.
Yeah.
I was like, Jack, this knowledge is astounding.
Jack, the Sony expert,
Man,
owns the PlayStation. Owns an Xbox.
how much is Microsoft worth?
I don't know. I'm looking up richest people in the world.
Oh, so you're trying to upset yourself?
Yep.
It's not you.
It's definitely not me.
Microsoft.
You should look up the poorest people in the world for that. To maybe see yourself on there.
Oh, I'm a happy medium, I think.
Yeah, all things considered.
All things considered.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, the grand scheme of things, how much is Microsoft worth?
I see Jarrod just like processing.
Holy shit! Microsoft could buy Disney.
What?
I don't.
They are worth $510 billion. It's so annoying. All right, Microsoft own the world.
It must be in assets then, like
Yeah.
all
They
that money.
own. Yeah, but Microsoft's been around for so long as well, right? Because they were in other areas.
I just feel like Disney has more cash, more like
Not necessarily, because they buy companies, right?
yeah,
This is all very speculative.
yeah. This is all, we're also going on like
Four people really don't know what they're talking about in a lot of ways.
But yeah, it's a lot of fucking money. $510 billion in net value.
I want a $1 billion.
That might fill.
bill.
That might fill Peter's house.
I'd be okay with finding my house filled with money. I would. If you guys want to
What if
do
we filled
that,
it with Monopoly money?
no, that's it. What do I do with that? That's useless. And I just have like
And then
a
we-
dead forest in my
And
house.
then we burn it.
I'd go up like a Christmas tree.
You wouldn't even be able to stop that. Once the flames start, that's it. Get out.
You need the fire department to get here in quicker than 10 minutes.
Everyone get into the fireplace.
Once it didn't work.
Yeah.
Continue a conversation. I'm looking something up.
Okay.
Thank you for permission to continue the conversation.
Well, you were looking at me. I got hiccups.
Man,
Oh.
can you imagine like creating a company and then it be valued that much a couple years later? Well, like more than a couple, but
That'd be pretty nuts. I mean, at that point, everything is so micromanaged and there's so many moving parts that you have your share of everything. And yeah, I think it would take a very special person to want to stay in that industry and not just be like, well, I've got my money. You guys figure it out now.
Yeah.
I'll come back every 2 weeks, collect my check, and
I mean, pretty much, right? Because a lot of the time, it's not the CEO that's the face of the company.
No, yeah.
It's more they've got, the people underneath them who are kind of the presenting. So really, once you've done the founding and you've put your hours in and you've got something that's worth that kind of cash, like unless you really enjoy running companies, which a lot of people do, in my experience, a lot of people really enjoy being around for the company that they founded and worked for. A lot of them also don't. And I think I would probably be more of the latter at that point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy in charge of like the $100 billion company. That's a lot of pressure.
That is a lot of pressure.
If I've made my money, it's like whatever. I've got shareholders and board of executives and directors for a reason.
I was gonna say most of the time the big decisions they'll bring in the CEO. The rest of the decisions it's just left up to the board, and a lot of companies, because like CEO is more for like big events, like when they go to expos and shit like that. We need to raise 600 and no, we need to raise $1,758.
Why?
You don't need to know.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. That's a lot of money.
Are we buying a single share in Microsoft?
We got it, boys. All right,
I'll
take
take
it.
one share, please.
Did you look up the share of
Oh, no.
single share or something?
Okay.
That's got to be crazy.
No. I was looking up. Peter, plug your ears.
La 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 la.
I was looking at the how much it would cost to buy a bunch of Monopoly money. Like I think that was 1,000 packs.
Okay.
1,000 packs of what?
Cigarettes.
I do not want that. How Peter got addicted to cigarettes.
Hey, kids, you want a nicotine?
Yeah.
And then we'll light it on fire and me and Peter's.
The secondhand smoke.
I think at that point it's just
Do you want
first hand smoking. I don't think that's
You're not even saying that.
It's like,
You want to retar your roof using only cigarettes?
oh, that's so nasty. I'll look up the single share thing.
Yeah, please do. That's actually, I'm really curious about that. Shares are nuts, man. People make a lot of money in shares.
Yeah.
Also lose a lot of money.
What could you buy 1,000 packs of for like under $1? Jesus Christ. I forgot he was there.
That was
All
a
right.
good jump. Kitty.
He wants no part of this content.
No. He has like become your cat more than your sister's, I feel.
Oh, maybe when you guys come over, because he's a social cat. He likes being around.
Mm.
That and when they're not home.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, yeah. I just see him all the time.
Yeah.
If you invested, this is kind of not relevant to us right now, but if you invested $1,000 when Microsoft launched in 1986, you'd be making $1.6 million a year.
I don't want to hear that. $1,000 would have been a lot of money back in the day,
Yeah, it would
though.
have been a lot of money. I'm scared shitless of stocks and stuff like that, because there's multiple instances in my family where people have they came up on the upswing, or they had the missed opportunity, they didn't sell at the right time, they didn't buy at the right time, but they were there, they had the opportunity, and they just made the one decision to fuck it up. Like my uncle,
Do they not work with stockbrokers or anything like that?
no, they were just
Anyone managing their portfolio.
no, it wasn't the stock market. It was just people coming to them. Like my uncle back when WestJet started, some of the founding guys came and they're like, "Hey, we want some money. We think you'd be interested," because he knew some of the guys. Like, "What do you think?" He'd "We're asking for $1 million," and he was like, "You know what? I don't know anything about the airline industry. I don't think this is going to be it for me." If he said yes, he would have been a billionaire.
So you had
That
bad
still would have been a
day.
stock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
that-
I'm not
But,
say-
but to Jack's thing there, it's like, everyone.
I'm
should
not
go
saying he went to the stock market though. I'm saying he had an opportunity to invest.
always go to people who know the
Mhm.
stocks, because even for me, with my life insurance, it works as an investment, doubles as an investment plan, and I get yearly portfolios because I put in increments in monthly increments, and they start investing it for me. So I have life insurance, which is excellent, because if I die, people get money. I'm worth $1 million if I die.
Do I get
Yeah.
money if you die?
Never
Nerd.
know.
Only $1 million.
I'm worth more money when I'm dead than I am right now alive.
Same.
The sad truth of life
Same.
insurance.
And then but they invested in, so it also acts as this retirement fund. So it's the money you build in is put into the markets, and they do it based on that. Really useful, because they give me all these charts. They come and break it down for me, so I know what's going on. They explain everything, and they're like, okay, what do you want to change? What do you want to do with this? And it's it's really cool. It's good stuff.
I want to get someone to manage some stocks or something, or at least get involved in that whole
Do you want me to hook
thing.
you up?
I don't want you to be my stock.
Oh, not me.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not just gonna give you.
I know what
Here's
I'm.
some money.
I know what
monthly,
I'm
Jarrod.
invested in. I don't.
You know, Jared's like, yes, I will invest it in myself.
Good piece of advice I always heard about stocks and stuff like that is invest in things that you understand and things you're personally interested in, unless you're actually in the stock market as a business and that's what you do. Because you're gonna be a lot more connected to your your stocks and your money, as opposed to be like if someone like me invested in WestJet or something. It's like I don't know anything about planes.
Yeah.
Why would I invest in an airline company?
Are you Grayden's uncle?
I know one of the ones that one of the markets one of the biggest markets that I'm in. It's like because they have all the dispersed of what they invested things in, is the U.S. technology market, and that's like that brought me some good income.
Yeah.
In the last year or two. Yeah. It's pretty sick stuff. It's really cool stuff. Like, it's interesting how it works. I have no clue how to do it without someone else, but like, I don't know where they put the money or how they do this. I'm like, yep, you do it.
Give
you got
money,
it.
and then you say, hey, that worked out.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, cool. It's going
How
up.
much do they take from you?
I choose, but for me, it's 160.
choose?
Yeah, I choose how much a monthly they take. It's my investment plan. I'm not just sitting there going,
Are you
they don't
saying,
come
like-
they don't come up to me and be like, we demand $1,000. Let's
No,
go.
but if they invest in the stock, like booms, you're like, oh great, I made $10,000 off of this $10 share. I'll give you $6.
Well, I do monthly increments to invest in, so I'm not broke myself.
I think
the
he's
whole-
asking like how much the stockbreaker gets paid.
Yeah,
Of the like.
Oh, I'd have to look at that. Like, I don't know the percentage.
it's
Of
gonna be
it.
a percentage of your profit.
Yeah. So it's like
yeah.
you. Well, the thing is, like, the company I go through, it's you pay in, and then they take a percentage for your life insurance. You're paying for your life insurance through that plan, plus you're doing other stuff. It's really cool stuff. But in the end, yeah, there is a percentage that goes to them. But the way mine's set up, by the time I'm 40 years old, and they change it, like they move everything around to the greatest stock that they can. When I'm 40 years old, I'll have $150,000 annually of tax-free income. That's my retirement fund. So I don't have to do anything for it. That is pure income to me. And then I have my life insurance on top of that.
You want to be my sugar daddy?
So it's like I'm setting myself up so that the work I do now is like, yes, I save it. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not just going to spend all my money and be like, oh, I'm 40 years old. Woo, money. I can take out
Midlife
money.
crisis.
Yeah. So, but I'm basically doing it so I have like extra later down the road on top of what I save up from working and other stuff. It's cool stuff. I had to get life insurance because as a climber, it's an extreme sport. And if they know before you get life insurance that you're a climber and you do lead climbing, they won't let you get life insurance because it's too risky for them. So
I was gonna ask you what inspired you to get life insurance because like I would have never thought to get life insurance for myself at this point.
it would. I mean,
Who am I trying to protect? Who needs the money after I die?
but it's not even just for the life insurance because then it becomes an investment. Life insurance for me is just a bonus on top of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's all like
It's all included in one. Like that's why I did it because I was like I was trying to find something that wasn't just life insurance because that doesn't like okay, if I die, yes, it pays off any of my debts. I'm not worth shit right now. I don't have enough debt to be like I need $1 million of life insurance. But down the road, yeah, okay, maybe, right? But I don't know. It's good. It's a good investment. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I have it through my company.
Yeah, I know. You do you.
Yeah.
I just spend my money like you were saying you shouldn't.
You get that monkey shirt yet?
No, not spending my money on that.
Did you order the waifu or the dark magician girl?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
She's still sitting there in that
She's
shopping
in
cart.
an Amazon shopping cart. It's just, do I want to give Jeff Bezos and his wife money for Dark Magician Girl? That's what.
Is the meme worth it?
Yeah. I think the meme probably is worth it. She'll come someday. It's just I haven't needed to buy anything from Amazon because most of the things I buy from Amazon are like books. I can just go to a bookstore if I really need books, unless it's something I can't find.
Yeah,
And I have a lot of books I haven't read as it is.
I feel that.
Reading, and I do not read enough. You guys been reading any books? I know you've been reading through the Witcher books. How about you guys?
I've been alternating. So it's like because I'm in the health industry, I always like to expand my knowledge. So I'll alternate between a kind of more health wellness oriented book, and then I'll switch to a more fictional Star Wars book. So I've just been flipping between those kind of things.
I haven't been reading, but just listening to audiobooks.
I've been huge on audiobooks. Like when I'm working in the yard now,
Yeah, it's perfect
or
for
anything.
stuff
Like if
that.
I'm just doing stuff and I can just mindlessly listen to it.
I got my mom really into audiobooks too. I was
Yeah?
like, yes, let it spread.
I like some of the voice because the voice actors in it, most of them are really good and get into it, and that's like that's some of
it
my
makes
favorite.
a difference. Like
Yeah.
it gives the characters more personality.
It's like having a good DM.
Yeah. Well, and it's like to me, with it, I find that I've now found voice actors that I really like that have read the certain books, and now I actually look for books that they read because I'm like, I'm probably gonna enjoy this book just because of the voices you used. For
Yeah.
it.
No, I totally feel that. There's
Somewhat related note, Grayden really loves the voice of Wayne June, who's the guy who does all the voiceover for Darkest Dungeon. He got his name in voice acting for like reading H.P. Lovecraft audiobooks. Which is
he'd be
kinda how-
perfect for
why
that.
he kind of got involved in the Darkest Dungeon because it's fairly Lovecraftian in a lot of ways. So,
Like-
if you want to read some H.P. Lovecraft, you might be able to find some narrated by Wayne June.
He's got such a satisfying voice.
He has a beautiful voice.
I'm not into Lovecraft, but I might have to look into that just for that, because that'd be good. That'd be an experience.
Lovecraft might even be better in audiobook form just because it's so dense and uses such like flowery like language a lot of the time. A lot of the time reading it is kind of boring in a lot of ways. So yeah. Good books, but just very, very dense.
Yeah,
I find.
it's just his style.
Also, he was racist. So there you go.
Many were.
Yes.
Many are.
many authors.
yeah.
All authors. You heard it here first.
Coming for you, J.K. Rowling.
What a yeah.
Oh,
She's
hey,
something.
also from a while back. Fuck you, Evan. Tom Holland isn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's right. We were gonna say that.
Did he officially back out of it? Because I know Sony was possibly going to try
No.
to get him to do it.
Not that I heard, at
No,
least.
he said the only thing he said was that things are kind of weird right now, and he's very grateful for the fans and everyone who's kind of showing their support.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's just like, keep me a Spider-Man.
Well, he's a great Spider-Man. He is, in my opinion, of the three guys that have played Spider-Man, he is the best.
He's my
Spider-Man.
personal favorite.
Like hands down. He matches the comics with like age, whereas like the other ones were like you're like a 35-year-old man that's going to high school.
Yeah, I really like how people say how like the first Spider-Man was good, Spider-Man, not Peter Parker, and then the second was vice versa. But Tom Holland is good of both.
I was thinking about Tom Holland and how he's born in the same year as us, and he plays like a teenager. Tom Holland is technically like 2 weeks older than I am, but we do not look the same age at all.
It's
Yeah.
interesting how that happens, right? How there's so much variation in how people look like age-wise.
It's like that British actor who like played a kid forever.
Oh, what's his name? Yeah,
Oh.
I
He
know
was in
exactly what
Game
you're
of
talking
Thrones
about.
for a
Yeah.
while. He was Jojen Reed, the kid who got stabbed or whatever on the way north with Bran and his sister and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That guy is like 27 or like coming up on 30.
Oh, really?
He
No,
looks
he's
like
super old.
He looks
How,
like a fucking toddler.
Whoa, whoa.
My favorite is when you get like when you do the high school movies, like the rom-coms or something like that, where they're like, you look at the guys that are in there and they're like, they're clearly like in their late 20s, early 30s, and you're like, what are you doing?
It's like, that's a lot of facial hair for a high schooler you got
and you
there,
look at
buddy.
you look how muscular they are or whatever. You're like, there's not any 18-year-old that I know that doesn't take
Just like,
steroids that is that.
Nice hormones you got there.
Yeah, you really fucking lucked out for
Yeah,
this one.
you're maturing real good.
Oh, you like the gym teacher in this situation, or?
I don't know. I'll let you view it as you want.
That's his name. Thomas Brody Sangster is his name. I'm gonna look up how old he is.
Wow, what a
Thomas
name.
Brody Sangster.
Who's another actor that you guys know or that looks younger than they are?
Right. So this man right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This young child of a man, born May 16th, 1990. This is a 29-year-old man who
What?
looks like
Like
He
a
looks like
15,
he's-
16
yeah,
He
year
looks
old.
he looks 15, 16.
it's insane.
That blows me away.
It's nuts.
Must get carded all the time.
I don't know.
Or else
Maybe
people
just goes-
recognize him.
Maybe he just goes to all the same pubs. So
Yeah.
He doesn't get carded.
I was on Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know any other young act like
People who look eternally young.
Off the top of my
Dylan, what's his name? Sweet Life Zach and Cody.
Sprouse.
Sprouse.
Yeah, they look.
It's not a spruce tree.
They both look pretty young for their age too. I'm pretty sure they're in their late 20s.
I don't know.
I don't watch Riverdale.
Neither anyway.
That's where I was like, I got that from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Riverdale. I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
It is stupid. It gets
Like,
worse.
This isn't Archie.
I've heard it gets worse. Yeah.
It gets cringy. It's one of those if you read the comics at all, it's literally they did a great job of taking the comics and putting it in a TV show.
and like
and
for
then-
2019 teenagers.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
any of you
so-
guys read the Archie comics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love those. Like I watched the trailer. It was like, why is
But the issue now is like reading
Jughead
them's a
fucking
little
holding a gun
different.
or something.
Reading them's a little different because it's like I found when I like the general idea behind the characters was almost perfect. Like they almost nailed it on the head with each one, like their
I
personalities.
don't remember Archie being that buff, but that's fine.
No personalities, Peter.
I don't remember Archie liking to have sex with teachers.
What? You didn't know that?
Miss Grundy, like, in the comics,
He's
like,
this
an
old
80-year-old
woman.
It's like, how are you not retired? And then in here, she's like a MILF. It's like, yeah, I understand why Archie fucked his music teacher. She wasn't a music teacher in the comics.
No, she was like a math teacher or something.
Yeah.
It was such a weird
But,
show.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I found myself doing this a lot lately on Netflix. I just watch what's there. Like I'll find a TV show. I'm like, well, I've started this now. Let's finish it. Another one. It's the other space. It's another space one. It's Life Something. It's on Netflix, and I started watching it. The cringiest of like acting I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like when they're doing like some fight scenes or whatever quickly, and she like it was so clearly that they pulled him away before her foot made contact with him. Like she went to kick and he just starts like flying away while her knees like
Use
partially.
the force.
I was like, wow.
Nice.
So bad, but it's I don't know. I found I just finished them. If I start them, and the other thing I hate is like on your continue to watch list on Netflix, they'll just be there.
Yeah, it's like I'm
And
not
then-
watching this anymore.
and I can't get rid of them. So this is annoying.
Oh yeah.
I think the next one I'm gonna watch is Lucifer. I've heard some great things. I've heard some great things about Lucifer. So maybe I'll actually watch a show that's good.
And they did another one from the old comics where there was the Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Right,
So many
right.
adaptations.
Oh yeah.
This one, it's like, yeah, we're like actually just a coven. We're straight up a coven of witches doing like dark satanic shit. But also, here's some high school romance.
'Cause that's
Did
what
you
the
guys ever
kids
read?
love.
Wow.
Did you guys ever read the Shadowhunter books? So they have the TV show and they have the movie. The movie followed the books perfectly. The TV show
Not
is
so much.
all over the place. I watched that and I was like, I don't understand what's going on with this. Like it's so confusing. That's all I had to say about that.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping the Witcher TV series is somewhat decent, but
We'll see.
we'll see.
I'm sure it'll be like okay at least.
I'm hoping
I mean, I feel like
because it's such a cool universe. There's such a great story behind it.
Netflix
too.
will throw enough money at it, then I'm sure it'll be fine.
Something that big, I feel like they will.
The casting is so bad.
Yeah, I don't. We'll see how
The trailer-
Superman does.
The trailer inspired more confidence than like the original test shots did, stuff like that. Some of the teasers, but not much more confidence.
No.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We're at a time where like The Witcher is such a huge like cultural touchstone for a lot of people. It's like one of the biggest fantasy IPs right now, I would say, just because of the success of the video games.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix has shown in the past that they're willing to do like traditional 2D animation, which we need more of because it's really one of the best mediums, I think, for storytelling is 2D animation. So it would have been really great to just get like the voice cast from the video games, who are all fantastic,
Mm.
and like just set them to like 2D animation, which would be awesome.
Let's have another Castlevania sort of thing.
Exactly,
Oh,
that's
man.
what I compared it to because like Castlevania
Castlevania
is
is
so good.
it was
Yeah.
excellent.
And there's still more of it coming out because it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
If you just got the right team behind it, then absolutely you could do some awesome stuff. But I guess it's contentious because the rights are different because CD Projekt Red has the video game rights, but other people have the rights for
Yeah.
other things.
I think CG Project Red, they're like consulting on the Netflix series or something though. I feel like they're like kind of they have some little involvement, not anything much, but
I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about that.
I feel like I remember hearing that, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
But yeah, and like there's like a rumor of Netflix doing like a Zelda TV show too a while back. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that one would play out.
Yeah, I can't see that one playing out in any good way. I don't know how they do it well. A lot of shitty ways to do it.
Has there ever been a good video game adaptation?
Like
There's lots of things that have been adapted for video games that turned out well. And there's some people who have tried adapting video games, like with the Mario animated and the Mario live action in the 90s.
we all know how that went. Yeah.
And Zelda even had an animated show. Well, excuse
Me, princess. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there's never been a good one, I don't think.
I can't.
How did Warcraft do?
People said it was okay, but I mean, I don't think it went super well.
Yeah.
So the Thomas Baginski, who's their CD Projekt Red's cinematic guy, is playing a role in in productions of each episode.
Okay.
So they are playing a pretty major
But you said he was like the guy behind like
the motion captures on all their games and stuff like that, and they're like cinematic stories and everything. So any of the scenes in the games where it's cinematic, he's directing it. So they are playing a relatively decent role in it. And they also said they were like giving insight on certain parts of it.
I did see, just based on the trailer, there are certain things that they took from the books that the video game didn't do. Like witchers don't carry two swords with them in the books. They carry one. They just keep the silver sword wrapped up because you don't need the silver sword for anything except like vampires and ghosts and shit like that.
Pretty contextual.
Yeah. So, but it makes more sense in the video game because like you use the regular sword to kill humans and the silver sword to kill monsters.
Unless you're Jarrod and you kill werewolves with the regular sword.
I went in there and beat the shit out of that werewolf I died a lot. I did not get through that werewolf easily, but I did not like the first time I played Witcher, I didn't do any preparation. Anytime I faced something, I just was like, I'm ready, and I went and fought it.
So you use like little potions and stuff?
Like I'd use like a little bit of healing and like whatever, some of the Witcher signs and all that. But besides that, I was like, no, I'm just gonna go fuck this thing up. The werewolf, I played that for probably easily an hour and a bit. And all I did is I'd run in and beat the shit out of him. Eventually, I found out the silver sword didn't took him down faster because I was using the other sword and he was healing so fast, and I was just like trying to kill him. I was like, "This is stupid. This is impossible." And then I took out my silver sword. I was like, "Oh, this does damage."
Did you ever?
When you start a fight, the game takes out the right sword for you.
Oh, I know. Don't worry.
So we're like, stop taking out the silver sword.
I was like, I want to use this one, but then my second playthrough, then I did all like okay, go get these things, prepare for it, and yeah. So it was like it was a better game. It was more fun when I played it that way because you get the actual experience. Whereas the first time I just literally played beginning to end just to beat the story, nothing else. Like I didn't do any of the side monster hunts really. I did a few here and there, but nothing that was like anything that seemed like it would be too hard. I was like, nah, it's fine. You guys got this. I'm gonna go kill the wild hunt over here. Don't worry.
The Witcher might have been the last big open world game where I did every single thing possible. You
spent a very long time on that game.
I spent a long time playing that game.
Your playthrough is one of the reasons why I haven't yet to play it because I'm intimidated by its size.
I have to go back and play it again, and I don't want to. Not because I love the game. It's my favorite game of all time. It's like I'd basically be going through again just to get like the achievement to do it on the hardest difficulty, which I should have done the first time. But I was told it was a difficult game, so like, I'll play it on the second hardest difficulty, and it just at a certain point it became so fucking easy.
Really?
I was basically just playing it, for the story.
Yeah. The beginning is difficult when you're playing on hard because you don't know anything. You don't have any, elixirs or oils or anything like that. But the more you learn, the more you gather, it gets way easier.
It's the same thing on the hardest one.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. Yeah, it's really hard in the beginning, but you get to a point where it's literally you're so overpowered that it's just stupid.
I played the game for so long that I've got all the tips and tricks. I know exactly what I'm doing. I can just start a new game plus and still have all my stuff. So
Nice.
and then get the achievement. But I have to play through the entire game, and it's one of those games I can't just mainline the main story.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do everything. I have to do all the side quests. I have to do all the stuff. I need to find all the things that I missed on my first playthrough.
It's a commitment.
It is. I have to play through all the DLC again because the DLC.
Oh, the DLC is so good. It is so good.
Yeah.
See, that's my issue with open world games. Like, I love open world games. Doesn't matter. Any open world game I'm down for to try. The issue is I have that same thing where it's like I get like I almost feel I guilt trip myself. I'm like playing it. I'm like I don't need to go do that, and then like I'll find myself a couple hours later starting to do the stuff that I was like I don't have to do because I like my map to look nice and clean. I like things to be accomplished, and then anytime something pops on my map, I'm like I gotta go see it. Doesn't matter if it's something minor. I gotta go do it.
It depends on the open world game for me. Like where there's consequence behind everything on the map, like in a game like The Witcher, where everything on the map, there's some juicy lore to like dig into. There's always something unexpected when you go to like one of those question marks on the map, even if it's not part of the story. Then absolutely you should check everything out. But if it's like a game like I don't know,
Mass Effect Andromeda.
sure, yeah, or like Far Cry 3, where it's like
Yeah.
I spent way too
You only
much
needed to
time
get
getting
50
those
of them.
dumb little trinkets.
You only needed 50 for the achievement.
Shut up. I needed to get all of them. This is why it's like I don't know. I think I burnt myself out gaming, and that's why I'm having a hard time getting into games lately.
You could just not collect everything.
I can't. I've tried.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like some sort of perfectionist kind of mentality or some OCD in there. But it's just like I don't know. I have to finish it.
The older I've gone, the more I've been like, all right, let's just do the main quest.
I had to really what game was the last one I did that for? Like even when we're doing Dark Souls, like I have to go everywhere. I have to go around every corner. Doesn't matter. Even if it's just stupid. Even if I know, like I've beaten Dark Souls 3, the main campaign, 3 times, and I know where everything is. And I even if I don't need it, it'll be like a weapon that I don't need. My character can't even use it. I'm like, I gotta go get it. So I'll like walk around and get it. Oh, it's so stupid. It's such a stupid. It annoys me. I need more. This is why I like Dead Space a lot and games like that because they're I need a few more linear games in my life so that I don't have to do all that shit. I don't know.
I totally know what you mean.
But it's like I don't know. They need to make more Dark Souls or more Dead Space. Not more Dark Souls. They need more Dead Space games.
What was the last big game that you guys played through, like single player Witcher-esque game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Someone last
played through and beat, or just played?
I would say play through a beat, like spent a lot of time in.
Oh God, man, why have I not been playing enough games?
Honestly, and this might. I mean, I played it. This was the most recent game I beat and played. It wasn't the newest open world I bought, but it was. I went and did a full completion run on hardcore for Fallout 4.
Right.
And that was the one that I was complaining to you about because the thing that took longest in it is on hardcore. You can't fast travel. So it's literally like you have to walk
so
ever.
annoying.
The only cool thing about it is I did find some stuff that I missed on all my other playthroughs because I always fast travel.
Are you on the Xbox app right now, Grayden?
Yep.
You're looking through the games.
But yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
It was Red Dead. Of course, it was Red Dead.
Yeah.
I guess Red Dead.
Mine's Red Dead. Yeah.
I still haven't 100% of it.
I didn't 100% it, but that game really felt like a journey to me. I've really positive memories of Red Dead.
It was. I liked the character development. Like I like how they went about it, to build it up to where it was in the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It kind of brought me back to like I really enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 5 too when it came out for the campaign, and Red Dead just reminded me why I really enjoyed that style of open world where it was just like kind of jumping around characters and.
I don't know. Yeah, I just really like the story.
It was a really great game. I will 100% it at some point. It's such a slog.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, I've played Red Dead. I haven't beaten it yet, which I'm really ashamed of, considering Borderlands 3 is coming out soon, and I'm gonna start that all over again.
It's crazy to think Red Dead has been out for almost a year.
Yeah. Wow.
Out in October. Like this year has gone by like that.
Jeez, I didn't hear we're at the end of August. Jeez.
Yeah.
To answer your question, of the last full game I can say I played is probably Lego The Hobbit.
You were
Yeah,
playing
Grayden-
that, like,
A long time ago. I haven't beat a lot of games this year. It's been slow.
I've started a lot of games and I haven't finished.
Yeah, that's
virtually
what
Yeah.
I've been doing.
I one game I can't get into, and it's not. I don't think it's because it's a bad game to me. Is Sekiro.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing through it. I've gotten I think I'm like about halfway through. I just don't have any motivation to do it. Like I don't know. I think it's because I played too many of that style of game that now I'm just like, I don't want I want a challenge, but this is no longer a challenge. This is more like,
you're actually not alone in that. A lot of people who really love the Dark Souls series are like, yeah, Sekiro is good, but we just like Dark Souls like way more.
yeah,
They just couldn't get into it. There's
Really?
a big YouTuber I watch, an Australian YouTuber named Indie Mouse, and he covers the Dark Souls games a lot. And when he went through Sekiro, he stopped doing it like I think pretty close to the end because he's like it's just not as good as Dark Souls to me.
yeah. I
That's
found
interesting.
I found that with Dark Souls, it was more diverse to multiplayer styles, or just a different type of player styles.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Sekiro is very directed to a certain play style, and that's might be where my draws against it because it's not my play style. And in all the Dark Souls, I never was that kind of aggressive style. I was more of like I don't know. I liked the fact in Dark Souls where it was like, and it's a similar idea in Sekiro where it's like figure out your enemy, figure out their combos, and then kind of break down your opportunity moments to attack.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. There was just something about it that was just like I don't like it as much. Like it's just not there for me. I did like the art design, like the graphic design. That game was a beautiful looking game, but no, I just couldn't get into it, and the story just was weird to me.
Great, did you beat Sekiro?
Another one that I started and haven't beat yet. I enjoyed Sekiro, yeah, it does have a weird feel to it, but I still enjoy it for its difficulty and its unique play style. Like it's very different from Dark Souls in the sense that you have to be aggressive and it's focused on those opportune attacks and
Yeah.
deflecting rather than dodging. So I don't know. I like to play games where I have to change my play style. It's why I like being a versatile gamer. Other than rhythm and fighting.
Apart from those two.
Apart from those two, I'm good at most other games, and that's what kind of keeps me on my edge. I feel is kind of pushing my comfort zones. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I know I still want to play video games. I just am not in a
Mhm.
lot of ways.
Yeah.
Well, it's so hard. It's like I get home from work and it's like, man, I want to relax. I want to like sit down and do something. But, like, Video game just feels like work, just like more work, or I could just like sit and watch YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't have to engage in anything. I can just like and melt.
That's why I like the Telltale style of games, because like it's more like I want a game, but I don't really want to put any effort in, sort of
Mhm.
thing, you know?
It's also been a while since a game has really gripped me. Since
Mm.
like The Witcher, or like a great example I use all the time was a couple of years ago at this point.
Stonks.
Was
Stonks.
Metro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but like the story in that game really grabbed me when I was playing through, and I
See-
was like, I love this.
It was actually the same thing with me. So then when Metro Exodus like got announced, I was like, oh hell yeah, throw me in, coach. So then I got it and I was playing it. And I don't know, it just did not have any of the same magic the other games had. I like played maybe.
It wasn't as hard either.
No, it was not nearly
It
as
was
hard.
not nearly as hard. Like, I remember the first time in the first Metro game when when you go outside for the first time, the demons flying around.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was going on, but I got messed up by that thing.
that thing he'll kill you.
Oh, he easily will kill you.
But yeah, like I played maybe halfway Metro Exodus. I was like, I don't care. I could stop playing this and not care at all. And that's exactly what I did.
See, sometimes those games are good to find though, because then it's like, I'll just throw on a podcast or something, and I'll just mindlessly like.
But here's the issue with
I'll
me.
focus over here, but I'll just do
Like, I'd
something.
rather play Minecraft at that point. Though.
But here's the
Yeah.
issue with me. It's like exactly. So Minecraft's perfectly a podcast kind of thing.
yeah,
When there's people talking in games, even if it's not something I care about, I still get annoyed when I have multi things going on. Like I love to I'll listen to it just because it's in the game. And maybe for the one time in that game, I'll actually care what they say. But I don't know. I mean, we've had this talk on a couple podcasts, I think, where it's like it's been there's not a lot of good, like really, really stellar games that have been released. Like realistically, like single player story based stellar games. Like Red Dead would be one of the, I'd say, the last few that was unreal for its story.
I think we're just spoiled.
Yeah.
I think we've played so many games that like we're looking for the next up, like the next.
Chasing that high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You ever like Xbox has been doing this thing like year in review.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
This, like your most played and like this and that. Like every year I look at that, I'm like, whoa.
Every
I played-
year, mine's Mass Effect.
God damn it, Jared. Oh my God.
Wow.
I gotta go through my yearly playthrough of all 3 Mass Effect games. Otherwise, it's not
Listen,
been a good year.
Listen, that I think that says a lot about a game, though. Like the fact that I can
About you.
Yeah, okay,
Well, you and
fair.
your relationship
Fine.
with that game.
My relationship with that game, it says a lot about me, like to me, that I can go back to a game that is that old and still have just as much fun as the first time I played it.
Absolutely.
It's the same with like even Dead Space. I really enjoy. I started up another playthrough of that because I was like, I don't want to play any of these other games, so I started Dead Space, and I was just like, I'm enjoying this. It's fun.
Still, I mean, you look at the things like I've been a part of Xbox Live for like 13 or 14 years, I think. At this point, is what my little sticker says. Like total gamer score and this and that, and like amount of games you played, and you just scroll through and I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of games.
And it starts to decline as we get older
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because the games we play now are for live connection.
I mean, just wait until like I say this for a few new games that come out every now and again. But Borderlands 3, I'm all about. I'm gonna play that a lot. I hope.
What if you don't?
I hope. That's why
He's
I
gonna spend money on it,
I'm
and
gonna
then
buy
Yeah,
it.
but remember how hyped we all were about Forza Horizon, the newest Forza
No.
Horizon?
I was never. It's just everyone else got it.
Got it for free.
Yeah.
There's-
it's on Game
I never
Pass.
cared.
There's
for
no
any-
value behind it.
I
I'm
never
a
cared for
believer. If you
Horizon.
buy a game, like if you outright buy a game, you'll play it. I feel
No,
like-
It's not
Fallout 76.
shut up.
Oh, you immediately shut me down.
I bought that game, and I've played less than 2 hours of it.
Oh shit! But Obsidian's new game, The Outer.
Outer
Oh,
Worlds,
that looks
this
that
fall.
looks really
coming
good.
out in like a month.
Yeah, that's looking good.
So
that's
that's
a-
also launching on Game Pass. Very excited about that.
2077.
That's on Game
I don't have
Pass.
to buy that?
No, you do not.
I
yeah,
will- I will
available
play-
at launch on Game
it
Pass.
looked excellent.
I will.
I'm super. I was.
I might beat that game. I might play that game.
that's our new like great.
Whoa, that must be a good game.
you look at a game, you're like, I'm gonna get about halfway through this game.
And, like, I'm not a New Vegas fanboy. I honestly like Fallout 4 more than I like New Vegas
Mhm.
personally. New Vegas was fun. I enjoyed it. But for some reason, something about that game, like, yeah, I believe they'll do a good job with it. I don't know.
Obsidian did an excellent job with the map. I just found the map was a little bland. Like New Vegas was
Oh, God.
New Vegas was really fun, but the map was bland, and
So boring.
and it was just like I went back. This is one of the funny moments I had. I went back and played it when they did backwards compatibility.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like it did not age well. It was a game that I looked at. I was like, man, you looked good in the time, and you no longer look good.
I think all the fanboys are PC gamers, right? All the people
Yeah.
who love New Vegas can mod it and do what
Yeah.
they want with it.
Yeah,
So I think that's where a lot of the draw comes for New Vegas.
yeah. I think Fallout 4 is definitely my top favorite for Fallout.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 was really good. I enjoyed the story behind Fallout 3. I just didn't enjoy some of the mechanics, but it was an older game. Like that was Bethesda's first. That was the first time Bethesda made the Fallout game. Before it was the other,
Right,
because
'cause
that's
it
after
was-
they bought the rights to Fallout.
when it was a top down.
Yeah, that top down was so interesting.
Yeah.
So
it was
weird.
something.
It was something else. That's for damn sure.
I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try this year. I'm gonna beat a few games.
That's like my New Year's resolution every year is like, I'm going to read more.
Yeah.
And then I never do. I finished like one book this year.
I've gone the opposite way. I'm reading more than I play games. My New Year's resolution this coming year is I'm gonna play more games. I'm gonna beat something.
It's just, it's interesting. It's weird. Like we used to always play games. Like we the amount of times we'd find all of us online was ridiculous.
It was a regular thing.
And now it's like, hey, does anyone want to play games? No response. Then the next person some other day will be like, "Hey, you guys want to play games?"
Oh, it's just like you've been trying to play Smite with Mitch for half a year. It seems
That's like I could be trying to play Smite with Mitch for the last 25 years, and it's like, oh, you know what, Mitch. I got Mitch.
your schedules just will either not
He
work
really
out
does
or you get Mitch.
He has become an adjective. Doesn't he owe you like 6 years worth of golf birthday or?
Oh yeah, that was the best thing. So when when we were younger, and I mean Mitch and me are still relatively close, but when we were really close and we were younger, every birthday he's like, he'd give me a little card and be like, 1 free round of golf at Pine Brook Golf Course. I have 7 of those.
Dang, that's some value.
and anytime I tried to set something up, never worked out. I was like, this is the biggest bullshit.
So go with someone else.
I can't get in because he's the member. It was like a thing saying, "Oh, I'll take you golfing."
It's like buddy passes
Yeah.
sort of thing.
So I was like, "Well, shit."
Now they're like long expired.
Oh, it was so funny. That yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll play some more games too.
I'm excited about Borderlands 3. Like just because it's.
Well, we did
Borderlands.
Borderlands prequel. 4 of us. Gray and I did Borderlands 2 together.
I never beat pre-sequel.
Oh no, we didn't either. Like we start. There was thing was you,
What
myself.
have we beat? What have we beat?
Lego.
Lego.
Red Dead Redemption is the last game I like beat. But like, is it beat until you get 100%? I don't know.
I don't know the last game I 100%ed.
It's. I was gonna say a lot of games now have multiplayer achievements, and it's almost impossible to 100 achievements.
I was trying to 100% that fucking game until my save corrupted.
Hollow
Didn't you get
Knight.
it back though?
I did. It's still a little wonky.
Wow.
There's something wrong with the micro SD.
Is it on Xbox?
It is now.
See, I kind of want to like. I'm looking at and don't get ahead of yourself here, Peter. I'm looking more into indie games.
Oh! Sorry.
because I've been enjoying some of the stories that I'm seeing from. Can you just?
Well, Jared.
Well, Jared, you would love Hollow Knight because it is very Dark Souls in essence. in a lot
Okay.
of ways.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's definitely one I've been interested in. I keep seeing ads for it. I keep seeing people talk about it. And you guys, I mean, you guys talk about it all the
very
time. So I'm
good.
like, I definitely want to check it
I
out.
think it's better on the Switch though,
it might be. I don't know.
Well, you have
Why?
it, right?
Why do you say
because
that?
the controller is a little bit funky. I feel like it's a better handheld. in
I
my
think you're just finding
experience.
reasons to use your Switch.
That's the wrong reasoning.
What's your reasoning?
Well, I don't think it's better on the Switch necessarily. I mean, I can understand why you would see that. I've only played it on the Switch, so I like it on the Switch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily have a preference. I don't know. My Xbox has never corrupted my save file.
Yeah, it's
So
fair.
maybe it's better
fair.
on Xbox.
It's got
But
that on
you
it.
have it on Xbox, don't you?
If it was with Game Pass, I don't think I ever bought it.
I have it on Xbox because I bought it.
Oh, I'm not partnered with you, so I don't really care what you bought.
You could be my partner if you want. No, that's
No.
a lie. I don't want you as a
You
partner.
got too valuable of a partner.
Yeah.
You have the valuable of the partners. And then there's Matt and Evan. I think because Grayden and I are like the in-between partners where we communicate.
We're
We're
all
like,
very well matched.
we're like, yeah, and then
I don't have a partner.
You should go with Ron. Ron's
Yeah?
pretty good at.
Shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dang.
you might take most valuable partner.
Yeah.
But like Evan and Matt is the most useless because they're both like, you need to buy the game. No, you need to buy the game. Like it's hilarious listening to them. They're both too cheap to buy the game themselves.
But yeah, check out Hollow Knight. As
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned, it is king of indie games.
It's a really.
I did I did Life is Strange. I like the story behind it.
Strange is also good.
It was a really good like
The
Telltale.
first one?
Yeah. But the issue I found was like I like Telltale games, but I can't play them consistently like a whole bunch of time to it because it's just really slow.
Mm.
And it's like, I don't know, I need something to go. Like I need a little bit more action to it. Like it was I love the story. When I finished it was excellent. I like choice based consequences, which is why I like games like The Witcher and stuff like that, or any like a lot of those games.
Sorry, are you looking for like action-y games or like what reminds of Edith Finch-esque game? Like what do you like?
Well, that was a cool game. That was actually when we edited that one. I edited that one. That was one of the more fun edits I had. Just watching you guys play it.
Yeah.
Because I was as enthralled in the story as you guys were. So I was like, this is awesome because it's such a cool game, and then
Yeah.
listening to your guys' opinions on things is awesome. But I don't know. Like I want to try different games just to see if there's more diverse, like just to be more diverse with games. But I don't know. Like maybe I'll try Hollow Knight out. I'll check it out. I don't know how much it is.
Oh,
It's cheap.
20, 25.
Okay, yeah,'ll probably check it out because I need something simple. I need something. I can't play Sekiro anymore. I can't. I've literally.
Yeah, Hollow
I've
Knight's
lost.
good then.
I've
yeah.
lost my interest in it. Like it was like, all right, this is fun, but nah,
Like Hollow Knight's hard, but it's simple to play.
that's fine. I like hard games,
Yeah.
so it's like I also need that bit of challenge.
Yeah, Hollow Knight for me went from like very enjoyable, yeah, this is a great game, to hard. It went like it's a spike at one point where it just gets much more difficult.
It's also strange seeing like how easy it is for some people in certain parts, but how hard it is for other people in those kind of parts. Like parts that I find easy or hard are different from what other people have found easy or hard.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on one boss fight right now that is tough because my fucking save file keeps getting corrupted,
that would pose a challenge.
which I feel like shouldn't be a difficult boss fight, but I'm struggling with it for some reason.
Yeah, but that's like when you look at games like Dark Souls as well, right? Like there's some, like it's I mean, I don't think Hollow Knight's like you have a designated build. Like it's the same thing for everyone.
Whose mic isn't on? This is hilarious. Peter, fix it, you fuck.
Peter.
Even Insomniac's yelling at me.
Who's Mike?
Peter's mic. Peter, fix it. You fuck. Dudes. His mic isn't on. That's me. I'm on.
No, I think it might be me actually.
Yeah, I think it was you.
Sick.
I wonder how long that's been.
Oh, probably the whole time.
Fun editing in this
Yes.
Definitely the whole time. Sorry, team. Sit over there before, that's why.
All right, we have to wrap up anyways right away here.
one. Ripperoonie.
So now I have to do an hour of
Well.
subtitles. An hour
What, Jared? You wanted an easy
of
edit?
subtitles.
What?
You just said you were bored.
We need to have like a checklist going into these things.
Well, I checked and then I changed things. That's why.
We
It's
had
my fault,
such a
so.
successful editing of our special project, which will
Yeah,
soon be up
I'll
there.
thank you later.
We only have 5 mics in the room, so just keep them all on, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I just like when like these. I usually don't. If two are beside each other, I try not to keep them on, just so there's no echo or bleed or whatever.
And that can happen.
It usually doesn't. I do just in case,
If
but
there's 4 of us here and no one over there, though. Like it. probably
yeah,
wouldn't
like
matter.
that mic I would just leave on. But
Well,
yeah,
This is my favorite.
Well, thanks for listening to the three of us and seeing Jack's lips move. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a like, subscribe, check out our YouTube channel, our Twitch channel, our Mixer channel, our Facebook channel. What else do we have? Just check us out on any of our social medias. We also released our new live action video, our Urbies video. Go check that out if you haven't. And
you want to see me get upset?
yeah, Peter's gonna get a lot. There's gonna be a lot of videos where Peter's upset.
I mean, I feel like that's half our content. Peter
Yeah.
getting upset.
And yeah, we'll be back in kind of about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to,
Something like
to
that.
do some streaming of Doki Doki.
Get
Is
back
that
to your
sweet?
poetry.
Yeah.
Apparently, my mic is still super low.
That shouldn't be the case, but I will look into it.
We will deal with these technical difficulties later.
Shout out to Somniac.
Yeah, Insomniac.
Insomniac's
MVP.
good people.
Actually, when we recorded Darkest Dungeon, Grayden was sitting here, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
This mic was also super low during that recording.
Really?
Yeah, I went back and looked at the VOD.
Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys in that 15, 20 minutes.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
I have a mystery.